If you want to support the Missing Witches project, join the coven. Find out how at missingwitches.com.
Spirit is rising, she's rising, she's rising. The spirit is rising, it's rising, it's rising. The spirit is rising, they're rising, they're rising. The spirit is rising, they're rising.
Hi, Risa.
Hi, Amy. Hi, Coven.
It's
Happy
May. It's
Reparations
May.
Month.
Yay.
We're super amped. We're recording this on May 1st. So we just launched the fundraiser about an hour ago, and our inbox is filling up with reparations receipts being sent in already. And we're both very emotional and very excited and just very much in love with you all and just feeling like buoyed by hope, which we really needed. So.
Yes. If we sound extra caffeinated today, it's not caffeine, it's the love of our coven and
Yeah.
the excitement about, making magic together.
Yeah. For those of you who maybe don't know about this reparations thing we're talking about, this is really core. It's become really core to our project, and it's pretty core to how we think about what we do. This work of making magic, of investigating practices, of being in connection with nature, of understanding relationships with ancestors, of rooting and grounding ourselves and drawing in a sense of power when things feel powerless. Like so much of these ideas were built on a base of extraction from Indigenous communities. And that's just, it's okay to say it. It's okay to tell the truth about it. And we just want to build our work in a way that like learns from and honors and builds those relations with all our relations. And also that just allows us as a community to return some of the profits, some of the like bounty back into those communities as a way of making these cycles of love and support and magic stronger. So that's what we do. That's the like philosophy of what we do. That's not the practice of how it works.
Yeah, and I mean, we're witches, right? We're magicians. And so I personally believe in the power of ritual, and specifically in this situation, ritual sacrifice, I have borne witness to a Santeria ritual where like a goat was beheaded right in front of me, and I'm not gonna do that myself. um but like financially we can do that. So every time we run this fundraiser, or when I make a donation wherever to whomever throughout the year, I think of it as a magical practice. I think of it as a ritual sacrifice, and I have found that that energy does come back to me in the very magical cyclical way that you're talking about, Risa. Like that energy has always come back to me. And so, yeah, we hope you'll join us. Like, I guess very quickly, in case you haven't heard our Beltane special, I'll just do the real quick version. Um, Make a donation of $10 or more to your local Native Women's Shelter or Indigenous Support Org, or donate to the Native Women's Shelter of Montreal. Take a screenshot of your receipt and email it to missingwitches@gmail.com with the subject line reparation and the amount of your donation. And that's important because for every $10, you'll get one entry into our raffle to win fabulous prizes. Again, like we have amazing donors like Jinx Monsoon and Renee from Embodied Astrology and Amanda Yates Garcia. Like this is an opportunity for you to connect with some of these real luminaries of the witch community. And everyone who makes a donation of $10 or more will automatically get an email with a discount code from House Witch in Salem.
House Witch
So
has a dope online store, by the way. You don't have to be in
yeah.
Salem. You
Oh
can
yeah,
buy
you do
our
not.
book from the House Witch online. You can buy all
Yeah.
kinds of gorgeous, gorgeous witch stuff.
Yeah, their online store is lit. So
Mhm.
you'll get a discount code. So everyone's a winner. And again, like if you just want to feel good about yourself and that's the only reason you're doing it, great. We want you to feel good about yourself too.
Fuck yes.
We had one donor already who was like, today's my birthday. And so I reached out to my friends and I asked them, like, in lieu of gifts, if they could make a donation to the Native Women's Shelter of Montreal. And she's really hoping that, that gets some
Hmm.
traction. Also, we get it. Like, times are fucking tough. If you don't have $10 to spare this month, like, we've been there.
Oh
We
yeah,
get
please don't
it.
stress. Yeah.
Don't stress, but you can help us out by sharing the link to the fundraiser, telling people about it. Like that is super useful. If you can get somebody else to donate $10, then that's like, that's your
Yeah.
contribution.
Yeah. It's a way of inviting people into the circle too, right? Like that this is like a way of sharing that this community, this coven that you're a part of is doing this collectively, and your friends and family are welcome, and they might get a reading and they might love it, they might win a prize that might change their lives. Also, flip side, do it to piss off your racist uncle.
Yeah. Make a donation in your racist uncle's name. I do want to say too that we had a couple of last minute prize additions. So if you heard the list on our Beltane special, do go to the website and check out the updated list. A $100 gift card for jewelry from Michelle, and also our publishing house, North Atlantic Books. I'm kind of really excited about this prize because I think three winners get a box of 5 books. And according to Bevan from NAB, the winners are going to get to choose which books they want
Ooh.
from NAB. And so you could like get your summer library set. And
Oh my
3 people are going to
gosh.
win that prize.
Guys, go
Um,
look at the books published by North Atlantic Books. Like every time I see that list, I feel really cool that we're in
yeah,
that company because they publish incredible work.
yeah, not the least of whom being Vandana Shiva.
Hmm.
I did an episode about her. Was it last year or the year before? I can't remember. But
Time. I have no idea.
she again is just like a luminary, and
Mhm.
I didn't even know that she was published through NAB. And I looked at their website and I was about to buy a bunch of her books, and then NAB was like, oh, which ones do you want? We'll send them to you. And
Mhm.
I was like, I'm in the same house as Vandana Shiva. Like, I can't believe
Yeah. And Red
it.
Tarot, incredible, incredible book of decolonial prophecy and divination that's been on the podcast recently. I'm in love with this book. Post-colonial astrology, Al Sparkley Cat's incredible, incredible research, incredible work. So I mean, there's like hundreds. There's so many good. Rob Bresney, like the greatest astrologer and
Yeah,
writer. Just love
yeah.
the way that he thinks. Anyway, blah blah blah. Nab's cool.
NAB school, and
That's a sweet prize.
3 people are going to get that prize.
So
So,
dope.
I think we have 16 prize donors, and some of our donors have donated multiple prizes. So there's like over 20 prizes, thousands of dollars worth of prizes. If that's the only reason that you're making a donation is so you might win a prize, like great, all hands on deck.
Yeah, angels in our coven who have offered to like hand quilt and altar cloth. I mean, just so many beautiful humans
Yeah,
participating in this.
yeah.
It just feels amazing.
And so y'all know that during this month of May, since we've been doing the RX, I like to devote my musical choices to Indigenous musicians throughout the month of May and sort of spotlight them. And I brought the cutest, most beautiful little song. John Trudell was a Santi Dakota activist, performance artist, actor, poet, mainly a poet, but he also made lots of music. He died about 10 years ago, and some of his poetry is incendiary, like, we don't want your fucking tears, that kind of thing. But this one, I want to soft launch this. So, this is a song called Children of the Earth, and it's actually kind of like a spoken word song, but it's delivered by a child. So it's the voice of a child. And I'm just going to read all the lyrics because, yeah, Harissa is holding her heart, and maybe you will too. So this is Children of the Earth by John Trudell.
The human beings have responsibilities to take care of the living natural world. The mother takes care of us, provides all we have. If we do not care for her, she cannot care for us.
We are all children of the earth. Kids, moms, dads, aunts, uncles, grandmothers, grandfathers. We are all children of the earth. The earth is our mother. Mother Earth is for all of us. We must all be kind to our mother, take care of her, and love her. Mother Earth has many children. All living things are her children. The plants, animals, birds, fish, insects, reptiles, and the people. The human beings have responsibilities to take care of the living natural world. The mother takes care of us, provides all we have. If we do not care for her, she cannot care for us. The human beings have thoughts and can act on these thoughts. How the human beings think affects all living things. Human beings are caretakers to take care of Mother Earth, protect her with good thought. We are all children of the earth. We are all children of the earth. Kids, moms, dads, aunts, uncles, grandmothers, grandfathers. We are all children of earth. The earth is our mother. Mother Earth is for all of us. So again, listeners, like I would really encourage you to check out John Trudell's music, but also his poetry. He was so prolific and an incredible activist. And I think like Bob Dylan said that, one of the records that he put out in 86, I think, was the best record of the year. Um, there are so many people that, were on the John Trudell train. And so, yeah, check out his music, check out his poetry. And of course, and this is going to be my prescription for the next 4 weeks. Make a donation of $10 or more to your local Native women's shelter. Send us a screenshot of the receipt. Again, the reason that we do screenshots is because we don't touch the money and you get to keep your tax receipt. So if you want to be generous, like be generous, you get to keep that tax receipt. Risa and I aren't, you know, taking an administrative fee from anything that comes in. We never touch the money. So that's why we do it the screenshot way. And then you will get your House Witch discount code. You'll be entered to win one of the amazing prizes. You can go to our website for the link. And it's an opportunity to do something together. Like a lot of us are solo practitioners in our magic, in our witchcraft. And this is like a collective spell of protection that we can put over the women and children of the earth who are, frankly, the real victims of violence. I don't want to say that. Let me backtrack a little bit. Who are most often the ones without agency in making the decisions that bring about this violence. So let's like weave a blanket of protection over the whole earth, like John Trudell says, like human beings have thoughts and can act on these thoughts, and how we think affects how we behave. Like Granddaughter Crow said, what we believe determines our behavior. And so what do you believe, and how is that going to determine your behavior going forward?
My prescription goes in a very different direction. I'm just gonna do it.
Yes, please do it.
It's related though. It's related.
And I don't want people to be like, I'm not listening to the prescription for the next 4 weeks because it's just going to be Amy going on about this fundraiser. So like, please, like, let's
Okay,
change
good.
directions. Thank you, Risa.
Okay. I mean, mostly because I don't know about you guys. I think you know this about me, though, if you've listened to this before. Like, when there is a large scale social movement for liberation happening through that I can like witness through social media, it pulls my energy and my eyeballs through the skin of my forehead and sucks me in and my whole nervous system gets bound to those people, and I spend days just sort of weepy and sending money and writing letters and just watching and trying to witness. And I don't know, it's just like as soon as there's people singing together, I'm crying. So of course when there's people like protesting together, I just am bound up in it in a way. All of my nervous system is bound up in it in a way. It's hard to explain. But anyway, so I spent like hours last night watching live footage and reels and lives and whatever from the different encampments, student encampments in support of Gaza all over the world, watching teachers surround their students to protect them, watching communities arrive when the call came in to support the kids, watching when things got violent. I mean, I just feel so much that youthful energy of like seeing what is right and wrong. And like it's complicated. There's a lot to piece out. This isn't going to be a simple situation to resolve. But for kids to say you can't use my tuition money to invest in arms manufacturing, like what is school for? What is a university for? Why am I here? What is a value to this? Like they come with so much true energy, hope, optimism for their lives and for the world. And so for them to see, they really are this barometer, I think, a lot of the time of ethics to say, this isn't right. You can't use the money I spent here to learn about poetry or mathematics or the universe or marketing or whatever the fuck you want to learn about to kill kids. That just those things shouldn't be connected. So anyway, I my prescription this week is the gossip standing in the way of control. It's Beth Ditto. I just need Beth Ditto today. Maybe you do too. Your back's against the wall. There's no one home to call. Keep forgetting who you are. You can't stop crying. It's fun to giving in and practice in your friends. You do it all again, and I'm not lying. Just like jump and scream. And just the lyrics are just so accurate, you just have to live your life. And sometimes just being who you are puts you in the face of the forces of control. Just knowing what you know about what's right, or knowing what you know about your identity, about who you are in your body as a queer person, as a trans person. Sometimes just being who you are puts you at that place in the barricades. It puts your body on the line, and that's kind of terrifying. And this song knows that, that there's those moments where you almost can forget who you are, and it's so heartbreaking. But they say, it's part not giving in and part trusting your friends, and you do it all again. Survive the only way you know, standing in the way of control. And that is the spell I want. I also see an act of reparations as a way of standing in the way of control, right? That when we feel those moments of being told that we can't be who we are, that we can't hope for liberation, we can't be in community with each other, we can't live from a place of our deepest empathy, that puts us in the way of control, and we stand in defiance to that together.
Yeah, because like individualism is a product of capitalism, because, the more that we aren't helping our communities and relying on the help of our communities and doing things for each other, the more money we need to live. So it's in capitalism's best interests for us to not work together. So again, we can stand in the way of that control by joining forces in whatever way that manifests.
Yeah, and it's such an interesting balance. I mean, this is why universities exist, right? To think about that balance between what the community and the social fabric needs and what the individual needs. And I think that, as a witch, I insist upon my right to be an individual as well, right? Of course.
Of
Like
course.
I insist upon my right to think differently and to behave differently than the ways of a dominant culture, and that needs to be protected. And, you know, but coming together to say that we have a right to say no to war is kind of baseline, you know, like it's kind of just like I don't see why we have to argue so much about it not being okay to torture and kill children or to find health workers with their arms zip tied in mass graves. Like that shit's not okay in any country, in any world. And God bless the kids. God has blessed the kids. God, etc. bless the kids for saying, fuck, no, not in my name. So
Yeah.
listen to some Beth Ditto, make a donation.
Read some poetry by John Trudell or otherwise. Um, Reading poetry is also an act of witchy defiance.
Hell yeah. Take care of your brains. If you're like me and you pour yourself into these things, it can be really damaging to our physical health and our mental health too. So know that I don't wish that upon you. I don't wish it upon myself. It's just a balance that I have to work on. I'm going to go outside today. I hope you do too. I'm going to dance around to some gossip and I'm going to make a donation today. And I think just do what you can, do your best. Know we love you.
We love you. We love you so much. Happy May. And bless the fucking bee.
And bless the fucking me.
World's taking through me, and my life is all to me. I love myself and all me. I love myself and all of me, all of me. I love myself and all of me. Love myself and all of me. I love myself and all of me.
If you want to support the Missing Witches Project, join the coven. Find out how at missingwitches.com.